To all the new cats, my name is the narrator RBX. Records I've done, The Chronic, Dr. Dre, Doggy Style, Snoop. Shout out to all my folks. The Marshall Mathers joint, Sticky Fingers, Eminem. The message, the power that the rap brings, that you could put a message across and get your message across. Um, and I liken that back to the Public Enemy days when they was doing what they was doing, and they was enlightening and reaching out and touching people's mental over the instrumental. Um, I thought that was dope. I thought that was something that, you know, was a good thing because I used to bump PE. Well, I used to bump Ice T as well. So, I just, you know, like the fact that brothers was doing their thing over these hot beats, and it was sounding real slick. So I thought, why not? Let's just be part of that. Let's do that. Like the Grandmaster Flash thing, you know, when Flash was on the wheels and still doing his thing, I was mesmerized. I was like, whoa, Flash is the man, you dig? So, and I actually started out DJing. So if a lot of people don't know that, I was DJ Mellow E, and that was my whole little get down. And one day the homie Grand Wizard, aka Jeff Hogan, was like, "Man, your voice is just bananas." Because I was trying to show somebody how to spit a verse, and they was not getting it right. So I was trying to tell them how to swag it out, and it was like a lead vocal. I put the lead vocal on one of the homies' joints, and he refused to take it off. That's pretty much how that started. He was like, yeah, I was like, nah, man, I put that on there for the boy to figure it out. He was like, yeah, well, you done figured it out, and we rolling with that. So from that came other things, and then I started rapping. Then I went to college, played football, came home, got a job, and my cousin Snoop was working with Dre, ran off into the shoe store while I was working, needed a ride to the studio. I gave him a ride to the studio. Dre heard my voice. I mean, he didn't hear me rhyme, but he just heard the voice. And then I think basically it was like about a minute in between the time he heard my voice. He was thinking, now if this cat could rhyme with that voice, we gon' have something. Then he asked me if I could rhyme, and then I said yeah. Then he was like, oh, let me hear something. So right now I get inspired by the youngsters. I get inspired by the old heads still doing their thing. Everything is inspirational. I don't really take it as a negative. I just see it as a lesson that I need to learn. And so when I hear the cats with their swag and they getting their swag on, okay, I'm inspired by that. They out there doing their thing, they striving. I'm not really a hater. And then when I see older cats get out there and do their damn thing, oh, I'm inspired because I mean I'm not getting no younger. And when I see some cats that I know a few years older than me, that gives me inspiration because I know, okay, I got a little bit of gas in the tank, so let's not spin the wheels and get something real hot popping. So I'm inspired. I don't sound like nobody. I don't pattern my rap style after nobody. You can't hear. You hear RBX vocal when it comes across the airways, you know right off the top when you hear it, that's RBX. So I've strived um, to get it like that. It wasn't a coincidence. And right now, the game does lack a lot of originality because I can actually listen to a lot of rap dudes and trace their pattern back to one specific rap dude, but I choose not to do that. And I figure that eventually, if they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to find their way. You know what I mean? They're going to find their little niche, hopefully. If not, then that might be their downfall. But originality is a must. You can't be sounding like nobody else. That's garbage. I started out with Death Row. Ain't got to go back into that. Everybody know what Death Row is about. You know what I mean? You see the color I got on. So, and that wasn't Death Row's color. So that was controversy right off the bat. just a grown man holding a square down. I'm an anybody K. I don't care who you are. If you get out of line, you just got to get dealt with. So the biggest thing feel that I overcome is all the BS and able now to focus on me as a man and my craft, without having to worry about all the whoop whoop. Slide off in the studio, get it done, slide out the studio, and I ain't got to worry about poking my chest up because some individual think my rap verse was dissing him. Now we got to go outside and catch fades. I'm beyond that now, and so that's one of the things that I've overcome, amongst a big long list, but that's just one. I would like people to remember me as that original cat, that one that didn't bend and contort, didn't change his style, wasn't trying to fit in no box, ain't trying to appease no label, no none of that. Essence, beats and rhymes. I feel sorry for the cats that want to live this life but can't really rap, you know? Can't really rhyme, but they want to be this MC dude, but so now they want to run around hating on the veterans that laid the foundation and blueprint. I think that's garbage, but I don't judge people. I just do me strictly, you know what I mean? And we just move forward. It's a new phase. I would also like to say new stuff in the pop. We got big things going on. I got a rock album that I'm working on. That's liquid metal. Then I got the other little joint that I'm working on. Right now I got a track from Nigarachi. If y'all know who he is, go do the research. We gonna just do it like that. And that one's called Watch Out. And I'm slating that right now for the Equinox project. You know, I spoke to Corrupt, that is. I call him Rupp. Pardon me, y'all, for using slang. That's my dog, so I'm gonna say Rupp. But I spoke to Corrupt, and he spoke to me about the Equinox thing. Said that was a hot something something. So he might come get down on the project. He might not. It's all love. We all moving around doing our thing. Wait a minute. And I almost forgot to speak on the inmates project. I mean, we working on that. And for those who don't know what the inmate project is, that's me, RBX, Daz, Corrupt, and Sister Lady Rage. Fire. The joint's on right now. You can go peep what we talking about. It's called the inmates. The joint is called Tragical. You can peep that. So we trying to get the thing together. The situations, everybody grown up and done start doing their thing. So it's not as easy as when we was kids for us to come together because everybody's in their own lane. But we about to try to swerve over to this one lane and get this inmate project done. So that's gonna be a big one. And to all the cats doing their thing, keep doing your thing. All the cats is doing the blogs and the video and everybody that's into this hip hop, man, do your thing. Because if everybody stay in their lane, we gonna be all right. Fuck all them haters. Let them do what they do. Don't judge them. Just let them do what they do. They gonna eventually fizzle out or get tired of being a hater and come around and try to hop on the team. And then at that point, it's called judgment.